Happy Tuesday. I'm the Gray Strega, and I'm here to give you your daily collective read for today, Tuesday, February 21st, 2023. What do we have coming through in the cards today? Can I please get the first 5 cards in the 5-card spread? The first 2 cards coming out for today's read is... This is coming through right now as some point of desire for resolution around circumstances that are difficult to walk away from. Coming through right now with our 5 of Swords along with our 8 of Cups in its reversal. So there may be some circumstances or situations that are coming up for you today in your circumstances and situations that are making you feel like there is a desire for resolution, but finding some difficulty as it relates to receiving that resolution because there is this difficulty walking away or making a choice around a circumstance or situation. We have been seeing this in the cards for the last few days, so I'm not super surprised to see it, but let's continue to get clarification. The next card that we have coming through right now in the 5-card spread, we've got 3 cards here. And this is going to feel like a bit of tricky energy today because we have specifically here some 3 of Cups energy along with a 5 of Wands in its reversal along with a Magician energy. So what we're really seeing here is you're trying to figure out ways to navigate through this circumstance that you're feeling in right now. Situation where you are trying to reach some point of resolution, but you are having some difficulty walking away from some circumstance or situation. There are a few aspects to this that you're trying to really alchemize to help you as it relates to a path going forward. We do see here with the 3 of Cups energy that this is a moment where you're really kind of relying on the support of the energies around you that are really kind of bringing this sense of positivity and creativity to your life, really aligning yourself with those energies that you feel are supportive. Because we do see here more than anything, there is a desire to end any sort of conflict that is occurring right now with this 5 of Wands in its reversal. So truly moving to a place where you're trying to move in the direction of the things that are bringing you the most positivity, potentially even energies that are bringing these positive circumstances towards you right now, and trying to allow yourself a point of resolution around any conflicts that are ongoing, trying to move away from them, but being caught in between these 2 sentiments even as you're experiencing them, and this really feeling like a point of alchemy, that you're kind of having to alchemize both of these feelings into a third thing within you as you proceed from this point. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, the next card we have for our 5-card spread is our center card for the day, 3 of Pentacles in its reversal. So this is feeling a lot like a bit of foundational situations kind of being restructured, that there is this moment of restructure that is currently occurring around you right now, allowing this to be a moment where some old beliefs or old possibilities are being kind of removed, and a deep assessment. I must stress this, a deep assessment on the foundations that you are building for yourself to try to build stronger foundations. And this is either going to interpret itself in 2 different ways. This is either looking at situations currently in your life right now and asking yourself what needs to be rebuilt around these to allow for a stronger path going forward, or what foundations just need to be removed so that you can build a new foundation as you continue from this point. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, the next card in our 5-card spread is... we have here a 9 of Pentacles in its reversal. So this speaks a lot to some of this new foundation that you need to address, or really looking at some things that you want to adjust or change in your life right now, specifically as it relates to your immediate environment. So some of this ungroundedness you're feeling, you're really going to be using this as a way to change your immediate environment, asking yourself what is not feeling stable and supportive, and then doing the steps or taking the steps in your immediate space to create this sense of stability for yourself. And a lot of this may be feeling a moment of frustration or dissatisfaction with your immediate environment, even as you're puzzling out some deeper foundational circumstances that are creating this moment of instability for you. The final card in our 5-card spread today is This is a Hermit in its reversal. So this is a moment, again, you're not allowing yourself to isolate, even in this point of frustration, even in this somewhat destabilizing energy that you're going through right now of trying to like manage these two different feelings. You're really using this as an opportunity to really get out of your shell, not to isolate. Again, we see that with the energy of others around you with this Three of Cups, building these moments for yourself as you are kind of navigating some of this feeling of frustration that you're hitting today. Thank you so much for the gifts. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now. Getting clarity between this Five of Swords energy. So feeling this moment of trying to build some peace or resolution around a circumstance that you aren't necessarily keen to move away from. And feeling that point of frustration of wanting something to reach a conclusion around a dispute, whether it be internal or external. We did see this in the 5-card spread yesterday. Trying to create this for yourself. We see this being kind of an independent action that you're taking for yourself right now, and really turning toward those energies that you feel are supporting you as you continue through this journey of getting this point of resolution for yourself. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got 2 cards coming out right now, and this is a moment of feeling that vulnerability. We are seeing this moment of vulnerability coming through because we do see here the Fool card in its reversal. So again, this desire to move forward, but also this anxiety as it relates to moving forward, trying to do so in a very cautious way, also feeling a bit of that resistance point is what we're really seeing about that path forward because of the vulnerabilities you're feeling about this feeling of resolution or that you were hoping for, and also feeling like there are some circumstances or situations that you're kind of pushing yourself to walk away from right now, knowing that it is for your best intentions, because of the conflict that it has been causing in the meantime. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now, getting clarity between this tricky energy that we're seeing right here of, again, trying to alchemize moments of feeling that there are ongoing conflicts that you're hoping will have a resolution point, realizing that you might be the one who has to create that sense of resolution for yourself, but also turning your attention towards those energies that you feel are allowing you some points of celebration and happiness, even as you feel this somewhat destabilizing energy around you at this point. May I please get one card to clarify? We are getting clarity here in a King of Swords in its reversal. So this may feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to masculine or feminine energy right now. What we're really seeing here right now is that for masculine energy, this is some situation or circumstance where you just feel like you have lost your power, that you are feeling this moment of anxiety, you have been feeling this moment of disempowerment, and it is this energy that is making you feel so vulnerable, but is also preventing you from being able to step forward in the fashion or in the way that you want, because you are feeling this vulnerability so strongly right now. While for feminine, this could be putting your attention right now, and one of the reasons you're trying to build this moment of resolution or restoration for yourself around this energy is because you're looking at this representation of masculine energy right now, and you're just not seeing it in a point of power. This could be looking at this energy and feeling like it is not supporting you in the way that you need it to. It is not acting in a way that is protective or valuable to you, but instead is kind of operating from a place that is more fear-based, and therefore they're not coming forward in the desired way that you would hope for this energy to come towards you at. And this is what is creating some of this point of destabilization, is because you're feeling like this, whatever this ongoing conflict is with this energy, it's really just not showing itself brave or strong enough to kind of stand by you during this period. Continuing to get clarity between these cards right now, between the Three of Pentacles in its reversal, along with the Nine of Pentacles in its reversal. So really a lot of this starting to feel like a lot of this internal issue coming out in the physical manifestation, almost feeling something around you being like materially destabilized, and a lot of your attention being directed to it, even in the midst of you trying to go through some of these internal conflicts and trying to navigate some of these feelings of anxiety as it relates to your immediate environment, building the secure environment around yourself in the light of not having that stability with someone else coming towards you in the fashion that you would desire. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got two cards here, not surprised to see it. There is a moment here, and again, this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy, coming through right now with the 10 of Cups in its reversal. We received this as the daily card of the day very recently, along with the Knight of Swords. So this is a moment that is feeling so destabilizing, because for many right now what you're experiencing is some future ideal scenario that you are not necessarily feeling is coming forward right now, and this does have you in a place of feeling disappointment as it relates to this ideal outcome that you were hoping for. But here's that contrary energy. Along with that feeling, we are seeing a Knight of Swords energy, which you're going to say to me, but Gray, that's different than the King of Swords in its reversal, and that's because this is going to feel a little bit different depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy. Feminine right now is trying to deal with a circumstance or situation with some ongoing conflict with the masculine energy that they don't feel like is coming towards them in the correct fashion. And even as they're trying to navigate, again, this point of resolution that we see coming through with the 10 of Cups in its reversal, having this point of grief, trying to build this resolution right now around some ideal outcome of a future scenario that you don't see coming to fruition, there is new masculine energy coming towards you right now in a very driven, strong fashion that is feeling very oppositional potentially to this other energy that you are holding on to. And so you're trying to navigate this letting go of these future experiences with the new energy that's coming towards you in the way that you would actually desire to have it manifest. Now, for masculine energy right now, there is a moment right now where you are potentially feeling disempowered, that there is something very destabilizing happening, potentially even around your material world right now. And you are feeling some anxiety about that future possibility or future outcome that you are hoping on, given the fact that there's something going on that is making you feel disempowered. But even as there are some areas right now that you are feeling disempowered, you are rushing forward right now to try to secure or try to correct something about this future scenario that you feel is at risk, to really try to show that you are in fact standing firm and standing strong in it. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now between this 9 of Pentacles in its reversal along with the Hermit in its reversal. So some feelings of immediate frustration or dissatisfaction, particularly as it relates to your immediate environment, but using this as an opportunity to really get out and do the things that you need to do, as opposed to you may not necessarily even be addressing these circumstances or situations right now. You're just using this as an opportunity to kind of get out of your own headspace, or feeling like this act of frustration and really trying to get out of your immediate environment to help shift some of this view that you're experiencing. The next thing that we are seeing right now is Justice in its reversal. So what we're really seeing right now is there's a deeper imbalance that is being called into play as it relates to your immediate environment and the circumstances that you're experiencing. This is a bit of kind of really trying to get to the heart of the matter and trying to address this imbalance that is created in your life as it relates to these oppositional things that you're feeling at this moment right now. Continuing to get clarity on these cards right now, clarity between the Fool card in its reversal along with the Strength card in its reversal and the King of Swords in its reversal. So for feminine energy right now, feeling this point of vulnerability and this moment of weakness as you potentially try to move away from a manifestation of masculine that you feel is not coming forward in the supportive fashion that you would ideally desire. Or for masculine energy right now, feeling this point of vulnerability within you, feeling this inability to move forward, and allowing this to really kind of embody itself as a moment of disempowerment or confusion as it relates to your next steps. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification coming through right now in a 6 of Cups in its reversal. So what we're really seeing here, and this is showing some of the issues that is occurring right now, is for feminine energy, this is a moment where you are potentially just looking at this energy for what it is, which is the fact that you do feel this deep karmic connection potentially to this masculine manifestation that is not coming forward in a supportive manner, but you're starting to see it just as that this is something where you are feeling karmically or energetically connected to this energy, but that it is not a karmic connection that is ultimately serving you, but is really just one that is keeping you in a low vibration or is not willing to do the work to heal. And that is why we're seeing this moment of vulnerability, because there's a resistance to moving away from it, because you are hoping for a different outcome as it relates to this energy. While for masculine right now, what we're really seeing is feeling this moment of disempowerment, feeling this moment of confusion as it relates to your next step, because a lot of your attention is on a karmic connection that you are still feeling this pull to, but you are not necessarily feeling confident in terms of being able to reach out in the way or to the degree that you want, because something about connecting makes you feel disempowered. Continuing to get clarity on these points right now, getting clarity between this very intriguing energy of the King of Swords in its reversal, the Ten of Cups in its reversal, along with the Knight of Swords. So what we're seeing for feminine right now is potentially two different representations of masculine that you are working through. One that you are kind of moving through an experience on where you're feeling they're just not coming forward to the degree that you would want them to. This is looking at that energy and feeling like it is not showing you the strength or the capacity to build this desired future outcome with, while ultimately at the same time you have new energy coming towards you right now in new manifestations with the Knight of Swords. While for masculine right now, this could be feeling a moment of disempowerment, but also almost forcing yourself forward, which would explain some of this Fool reversed energy, in order to try to secure or restabilize a future outcome for yourself that you feel is in some kind of position where you're anxious that it may not necessarily come to fruition, and you're putting a lot of your energy towards it right now, trying to change or alter that outcome. We are getting clarity right now with a Queen of Cups in its reversal. So I'm not surprised to see this. So for feminine right now, this is feeling very emotional. That while you are going through this right now, you are in a kind of overflow of emotion as you kind of wade between these 2 points of these feelings that you're having towards these two separate energies. While for masculine right now, one of the reasons you may be feeling disempowered and trying to go forward to correct these issues, but also not necessarily completely, like more so really focusing on your own future right now, is because there's a feminine that you feel is kind of in an overflow of emotion right now, or cutting off their emotional access to you, because, and it's really kind of making you feel disempowered around this connection. And that's why you're kind of rushing forward right now to try to secure this future scenario for yourself. Potentially without the feminine manifestation there, because there is this feeling right now that this manifestation of feminine is not allowing for this productive plan to go forward in the way that you would desire, or trying to change that feminine's energy or position as it relates to them with communication of some degree. Continuing to get clarity right now between these points of the Ten of Cups in its reversal. So this feeling or anxiety around some desired, thank you so much for the gift, desired future outcome right now. And this imbalance that is being occurred in the midst of it. For feminine right now, there's a masculine energy that's coming towards you in some very strong, direct fashion, even in the midst of you feeling this way. While for masculine right now, this is you kind of rushing forward to try to correct some imbalance, and therefore try to amend some of this anxiety you have about this ideal present situation that you're building towards. May I please get one card to clarify? We are seeing clarification here with death energy. So this is a moment of transformation, and this can feel very difficult. I always point out this death card energy, this transformation is one that is very valuable. It is leading to growth, but it can feel like hell along the way. So a lot of today might be a lot of like mixed feelings as you try to correct this imbalance, this internal imbalance, and realign your energies to the new energies coming towards you at this point, or to trying to correct, to really like build back towards that desired future outcome that you are working towards. Continuing to get clarity between these points right now. Very big cards coming through right now with this Six of Cups in its reversal, along with the Queen of Cups. So specifically for feminine right now, this is feeling this moment of emotional vulnerability, accepting or perceiving some connection that you have to a karmic that you are now accepting is not in a positive place, and that you cannot effectively correct because it takes the work of two to correct this kind of imbalance. Whereas for masculine right now, this could be feeling like there is this karmic connection that is not in a positive place, because you feel that that feminine connection that you are trying to connect with is either in a place where they are emotionally cut off from you, or being in a negative emotional landscape. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification here with the Moon card. For both feminine and masculine energy right now, one of the things that's causing such a huge disruption point between these is the secrets that are being held. So for feminine right now, this could be feeling like there's something around this karmic connection that is not necessarily positive, that you're feeling the problem is that there are secrets that you do not have full observation or understanding of, and that is the challenge that you're accepting here around this. While for masculine right now, it is similarly feeling like there is a connection to feminine who is in a place of being emotionally either distant or aggressively or overly emotional, but also wishing to get clarification as to what is going on in that space. Continuing to get clarity right now between these points, between this energy of Queen of Cups in its reversal along with the Death card energy. So this is feeling like a very over emotional day for feminine today. Could be feeling a lot of emotions or very cut off from your emotions as you go through a lot of this transformation that you're experiencing today. Or for the masculine energy right now, undergoing some kind of deep transformation as you are feeling as a result of a feminine energy that you feel is either overly emotional towards you right now or cut off from you emotionally. May I please get one card to clarify? We've got clarification here with the Six of Swords. So this is a moment of really trying to build that point of moving away from the things that are causing grief. For feminine, this is allowing this transformation to occur that is allowing you to move forward, not necessarily in the most positive fashion. That would explain why we see that Fool card in its reversal, because this is the resistance point, this feeling that there is a need to move on past a situation or circumstance, though carrying the grief along with it. While for masculine right now, this is similarly moving from a place of grief, feeling like there is some disconnect, this moment of transformation that's occurring within yourself based around the fact that you cannot be in connection with a particular feminine because of their over emotion or their cutting off of their emotions towards you. Final cards for today's spread, getting clarity between moving away from circumstances or situations because you don't feel that there is complete transparency or clarity there. That is what we're seeing here with the Moon card along with the Six of Wands, and allowing that almost the understanding of not trying to get clarification on the secrets, just letting the observation of the unknown be reason enough to move you away from them with that grief that you are carrying. Can I please get one card? We've got clarification here with a King of Wands. So this makes a lot of sense depending on whether you align to feminine or masculine energy. So one of the reasons that feminine is now able to move forward from this point, not necessarily having full clarity, but allowing themselves to move forward even in this point of grief, is because there is a manifestation of masculine coming forward that they are finding is communicative, that is giving them clarity and moving now towards the places of honesty and truth, as opposed to the places that you feel are being effectively intentionally hiding or secretive. While for masculine right now, this is coming forward in some way to try to get clarity around these situations that you don't feel you have full clarity on, though potentially moving from a state of grief. That this is representing masculine kind of coming to a point of trying to build this clarity or this communication within themselves to get to through these points of the unknown, even if there is something about that journey that is feeling like they have to carry griefs as they share that information. Final card in today's spread, bottom of the deck around these energies, is this is Four of Wands. So there is some anxiety or sadness because I do feel like there is some kind of desired outcome that both masculine and feminine energy were hoping for around this. And there is something where there's a worry or anxiety that this is being called into question based on where that this energy is right now. I do think that this is kind of a momentary feeling because we do see here there's a lot of frustration that's being reflected in this cards. There's a lot of rebuilding that's happening and a lot of transformation. Doesn't say that there's these happy outcomes are not available, but there is something about them feeling a little less possible today that needs to be navigated. Thank you guys so much for having this reading with me. Just a reminder, if you would like to book a private reading, you can book one on my website, graystrega.com. You can, please keep in mind, if you book a private reading, it is a two-step process. You have to book the reading, you have to pay for the reading. Please make sure to do both if you'd like to have the reading. I want to thank you guys so much for having this reading with me, and we will do this again tomorrow.